Alright, man. Welcome to another episode of No L's Only Lessons podcast, man. We're back. And we're here today with a special goat himself, a member of BSC, and he goes by
Youssy.
Indeed. And obviously, we've got Mags doing the sound engineering and that's the right word. Literally. So yeah, man, we're just gonna once again talk about some of your perspectives and what you do so that we can gain insight and elevate, so that the audience can elevate and, you know, learn and do what you do.
I'm gonna elevate too from this, bro. You know what I mean? It's always good to talk. I don't do it often, so.
Oh, you would say so?
No, mostly like people just hear from me from my music, really. You know what I mean? Or at one of our events, I'll be on the mic, but more times people won't really hear from me unless I put out music. Yeah. And
that's how you mainly express yourself.
Yeah, 100%. Because like with socials, to be honest, I just use socials either like to promote my music. So I use it as a tool. Yeah, so to promote my music or some funny stuff or you know what I mean?
It's mainly music though. I can't as someone
you get what I mean? So it's just to promote. It's to promote and to push yourself and to support others as well, of course. Yeah. So yeah.
But yeah, let's let the people who don't know, what do you see?
So I make music.
Yep.
I rap. You may catch me holding a note on one of my tracks, but 9 times out of 10 I'm rapping. Yeah,
literally, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's go from how you started. How did you get into music, bro?
Well, yeah, I mean, we were talking about this earlier, innit? Literally. So, like, for me, like, music started. First of all, I never really like discovered my love for making music or expressing myself through music, should I say? Until much later in life. Yeah. Like I remember when I was in primary school and like there was we would have, I don't know if you had it, but it was called Golden Time.
Yeah. Okay, Golden Time. Yeah. I remember that vaguely. Right, I don't know why they don't use that word anymore.
Exactly.
I only remember that like year 2, year 3.
Right. So I had Golden Time. Yeah. I had Golden Time, and sometimes I'll play basketball. Sometimes I'll play football. And sometimes I'll chill with my homegirl, and we just write, bars. But I never viewed it as that back then. Like, it even took me a long time to remember this memory. Like, do you get what I mean? I don't know what I viewed it as, like, just poetry. Or because it wasn't, like, to a beat or anything. It was just line by line. And then we'd go, then we'd go, like, bar for bar. Like, do you get what I mean? During Golden Time. And then I never touched music or poetry or rap, however you want to kind of classify it, for a very, very long time, until I was 21, 22. You know what I mean? And that was just like freestyling. So like me and my boy just chilling, and then he was like, he put a beat on and he was like, yeah, like, and he just started freestyling, and my mind was just blown. I was like, what's this guy doing? Like, I've never seen anyone just freestyle it in front of me like that before.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, okay. So would you say you were surrounded by people who did music?
No, not at all.
Oh, that's interesting.
Not at all.
Nowadays, actually, bro,
everyone's doing music.
Yeah, literally.
And I wish, like, obviously there's a part of me that's like, damn, I wish I jumped onto music earlier in my life. But everything happens for a reason.
Can we talk about who was Youssy before Youssy?
Yeah, sure. Who was Youssy before Youssy? How do I even answer that question?
Before you found music, it was like, freestyling.
I mean, I would say I was a troubled kid.
In what sense? Like, you caused trouble or you just felt trouble? Like,
both, I would say.
Okay.
Both. Like, it was just like mischief. Do you get what I mean? I wouldn't even say trouble. Mischief. I would say mischief. Do you get what I mean? Fair enough. Allegedly. And
exactly.
And like I didn't really know myself, to be honest. Like, if I have to be really honest, I didn't know myself. I didn't know what I wanted out of life. I didn't know what my purpose was in life. I wasn't close to God. I didn't like. There was very little that mattered to me, you know. And I had a very like difficult home life, and difficult environment,
of course.
And so I just got up to mischief. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, I would say that was me before now.
You said very little mattered to you.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's changed now.
Of course.
How did it change? Like, what are some of the things
Through
that
God,
you say?
through God, bro. Like,
Amen,
it's
bro.
me. I'm Muslim. Like, you know what I mean, and my faith is everything to me. Back then, it wasn't anything to me. Like, I'm not saying I didn't believe in God. I did, but I had absolutely no time for it. I didn't even. I didn't take the time to research anything. It just didn't matter to me. It didn't matter to me. Nobody, like, really held my hand and, you know, guided me through, like, a journey of faith.
So then what changed at that point where you decided to, you know, connect?
Yeah.
Let me guess, what age was it? Around 23?
When
21, 22?
When things changed?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That was a guess because music.
Definitely not.
Okay.
No. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not. I would say only in the last 2 to 3 years, to be honest, things changed.
Right.
And I think it's because I realized how much negativity I was putting into the world and, like, how it was affecting the people around me. And how, I was causing a negative impact on so many people. And it got to me, you know what I mean? And one day it's like there was this, like, light bulb moment that, like, enough's enough. Do you get what I mean? And by that point, I had researched more into faith, and I was more solidified in my faith.
Right.
But I wasn't practicing. So it was like, before, in the early days, I didn't know anything. I didn't care to know anything. I never prayed. I never thanked God for anything. I wasn't really grateful or appreciative of anything.
Right.
And then it became, okay, I know who God is. I know what I believe is the true faith. Like, but I'm still not practicing. So I'm still not praying. I'm still not giving thanks. I'm still not. But I know within myself that I believe in the true thing.
Right.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it transitioned to now where, like, I am practicing.
It's interesting, man.
Yeah.
That's an interesting topic. No, fair enough.
What's your journey been?
My journey?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What would you say, like, in terms of finding God?
Yeah, like, where you are now, like, do you see a difference between, let's say, who you were 5-6 years ago
100%.
to where you are now?
I feel like, regardless, everyone changes, like, within any spectrum. Like, from a month ago, brother, Noel was not who I am now, innit? Same thing to say with one year ago, Noel, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Before Noel was even Noel. Yeah, man, it's always changing, innit? My connection with God, I'd say, yeah, that's grown in an aspect. Just for me, like, you know, trying to, I'd say, like, study the Bible, you know, be open-minded, connect with people, facing my fears, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting topic when it comes to, you know, connection with God and stuff.
You touched on something really beautiful just then. It's you said facing my fears.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that, for anybody, once you start doing things that are outside your comfort zone,
it's raising above your limitations. Mentally.
Exactly. And that's something that's helped me a lot in the last couple of years. Like, even with music, performances, you know, things like that. I never in a million years thought that I would be on a stage in front of people. And I remember the very first time I ever performed, I was so scared. I was so scared. I was pacing up and down.
So what was the drive to do it then, would you say?
It was that, to face my fears. I mean, because I believe in my music. Like,
yeah, of course. That's
like, wholeheartedly. Like, I stand on everything I've ever done with my music. I think it's it's such a personal, like, such a deep part of me. That's number one. And number two is to face my fears. Because I was scared, I was like, I have to do this. You know what I mean? So that's how I am now. Like, with most things, I will, like, if I feel fear, I want to do it.
Yeah, that's a mentality you just have to have in general. When you feel fear, that's when you jump. Exactly. But I think it's getting into that momentum.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask though, that's strong that you have strong belief in your music, though. Would you say there's ever been a time where you've not believed in your craft?